What happened?
He hates bright lights. You know, there's some things I forgot to tell you guys, and they're really important. Number one, he hates bright lights, we know that. But you gotta keep him out of the sunlight. Sunlight will kill him. Number two, keep him away from water. Don't give him any water to drink. And whatever you do, don't give him a bath. And probably the most important thing, don't ever feed him after midnight.
Adventure starts early on this channel. We're going on an adventure today, and it's an interesting one. I'll tell you more about it as soon as we can see. Alright, it's 7:30. The sun, or whatever you want to call this gray nastiness, has finally come up. This poor bike has never seen rain, and it's going to see rain all the way down. So, when you have a neurodivergent brain, you do a thing that I like to call a delayed impulse. So basically, you have an impulse that you find interesting, but then you delay the impulse by researching it and obsessing about this impulse for months until you finally act upon the impulse. So, in December, I decided that I was going to go and start doing track days, and so I had to get a track bike. So that's what I obsessed about, 3 a.m. every night, online, reading, figuring it out, because I'm not the kind of guy that looks for the best track bike you can get with the most money. I never have a lot of money, so I'm always looking for the best affordable thing. So that's where I came across the ZX6, and I'm still happy with my purchase, but because it has some issues, my brain also started to wiggle. And then I started to think more about the fact that I'm basically a drug addict. I love to go down to those twisties and ride those roads, but I also realized the danger involved with riding 3 hours away to go to a road and then rip a road that's 3 hours from you. I also realized that the chance of getting a very expensive ticket and possibly losing your license is a very real thing when ripping roads in southern Ohio. And also having a 180 horsepower bike to do such things, still sitting in the garage next to a race bike, is pretty much something that I don't know if I could have in the garage and be safe. So, because I'm nuts, I spent more 3 a.m. nights researching, and came across the fact that I probably would want one of the newer generation ZX6s. So, I was thinking about selling the old Tuono. But after listing it for a week and realizing that every 18-year-old kid with an Xbox and a clapped-out ZX6 wanted my Tuono, I did the next logical thing and joined a whole bunch of race forums where I learned even more information and found a guy to trade my Tuono for a 2021 ZX6 race bike with only 3,000 miles on it. So, you're like, Steve, but you already have a race bike. You're an idiot. You're crazy. Well, you're right on all of that, but here's the thing. Because I'm nuts, I have figured out a useful purpose for both bikes. So, the bike that I'm trading for today will be pretty much ready to go track bike. Of course, I'm going to have to paint it or at least put a sticker kit or something on it to make it mine, but besides that, it's pretty much ready to go. It's a new bike, hardly any miles on it. The guy used it a little bit, so it should be good to go. So that means that the old track bike that could use a little love, now we're going to take our time on, and because it's an 0506, it qualifies for ARMA, which means that I can race it in a vintage superbike class. So this year I'm going to focus on track days, getting comfortable, learning as much as I can, trying to take a few instructed classes, etc., get myself real comfortable on the track, and then maybe next year we'll jump into ARMA. But if not, then we have a backup track bike. So either way, in my logic, this is completely sensible. So today we jumped in the old car. We're driving 6 hours, 360 some miles. And so is the gentleman that we're trading with. We're meeting in the middle and we're gonna be doing a trade. So Welcome to Moto Stories, where a divergent idiot does a lot of dumb things with motorcycles and has no money to do any of it. All right, I'm gonna get back to driving. We got 3 hours and 58 minutes to go. If you do road trips and you don't listen to podcasts, you're crazy. I just finished a really nice Motorcycles and Misfits podcast with the guy, the Ice Guy. He's like a 67-year-old dirt bike racer, enduro racer. Great podcast. Just listen to a little bit of Noco Moto. And don't forget, we do the Cleveland Moto podcast. So on your next giant road trip, we got you entertained for hours, baby. All right, I'm a little over 2 hours away from my destination, so we've been going for a while. It's been raining the entire time. The sad part is, this bike's seen more rain today than it has in my entire ownership. So, hopefully that is okay. All right, back at it. A couple more hours, and then we should have another race bike. All right, guy was cool. He brought his dad with him. Everything went well. I think it was a very fair trade. I'll show you guys the bike in a minute, but it definitely looks like it's set up pretty well. It looks like it's in good shape, and I cannot wait to get this thing on a track.